All right, boys and girls, I've seen that you guys did a great job of writing your vocabulary stories related to colonial vocabulary, and I know that we're all looking forward to hearing your stories. Now, I said it was okay if you didn't finish, but we just want to hear what you have so far. And as the audience, what you guys are going to do is you're going to think about something that you really, really like about their story, and you're going to give them 1 star. And you're going to tell them what their 1 star is, and then something that maybe they could have improved on. Now, boys and girls, when we say things that they're going to improve upon, what are some types of things that we should say? Yes?
More colonial setting or words.
Okay, that would be a great wish to have for somebody else's favorite. Yes?
Maybe a little bit more story or some more details.
Okay. So more details, and give them maybe a specific example of like when you did this. I would like to hear a specific example or detail for that part of their story. Lauren?
To clarify something.
Okay, you could ask them a clarifying question. Yes?
Well, you could say, could you read it louder? I guess that's not the story, but it's like how they present it.
All right. Well, I would prefer for our wishes to be about their actual story. We're all going to speak at a 4th grade presenting with all of you when we talk today. All right. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't sound like you're ready. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Okay. So I'm going to choose something from the picnic jar, and that person and their partner will go up to present their story. Now let's hear what colonial vocabulary we can hear in their story. All right, Selena and Marios. Come on up.
Or if you pick him, you'll just not.
If I pick him, we'll just put it on the side.
Yeah, but she's sidekick. She won't have. You did that last time.
All right, well, let's listen up to Selena and Marios.
Hi, my name is John Smith. I live in the colonial times. Every morning I eat pottage for breakfast. It gives me a big boost of energy for the day ahead. Always remember, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. After that, I change from my pajamas into a jerkin and breeches. My wife changes into a petticoat. She usually works around the house. My job is a carpenter.
I use gimlets, bracelet bits, and all different types of augers. For lunch, I usually have gruel. And I hold my food in a treasure. After lunch, I go back to my job. My job is very tiring and hard. Every day, I come home craving a good, tasty, and delicious bubbly sweet. Don't forget the best part, dessert! I just love the amazing syllabus for dessert. That's the life of John Smith in colonial times.
All right, let's give them a round of applause. Okay. Now, let's hear some stars that we have for Selena and Marios about their colonial vocabulary story. McCrae?
I like all the vocabulary, colonial vocabulary that y'all have in your story. It's very detailed.
Who's calling someone else?
I really like that you managed to put so much information in it and just put all those words like McCrae was saying and managed to fit it in this amount of time.
All right, let's hear 2 more stars for this group.
Really detailed. It was like you were actually the person telling it. It doesn't really sound like you guys would be doing it. It sounds like that person would.
All right, fantastic. Now, do we have any wishes for Selena and Marios?
Next time, I think you should include like a setting.
Okay. So we can imagine their setting, but maybe what you're saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you would like more details about their setting. Is that what you mean? Okay. All right. All right, Tim?
Well, since there's
since it was such a juicy story, I think you should have made it a little longer.
Okay, you want to hear more? I do too. All right, and one last wish.
Maybe you should say more about her life and just say she wore
All right, so you guys have some great suggestions if you guys want to extend your story. And then you had some great stars because you guys did a great job of writing your story. All right, Selena and Mattias, if you guys will head back to your seat, and let's see who's next up. Let's give Selena and Mattias one more round of applause. All right. Okay. Nicholas and his partner, Abby. Let's hear your vocabulary story.
Once, 400 years ago, there was a big family of 5 that lived in a cottage near Jamestown. Every winter morning they had pottage. Also, they had to light a fire. First, they used the gimlet to make it warm. Next, they put a dead grass in it. Finally, they rubbed the rock in the wood. Every morning, Mom and Dad put out their fruit. Mom's fruit was long and brown. Dad's was short and fuzzy. When the family went outside into the mom and her daughter put on their petticoats, patters, and stays. Dad and son put on their jerkins and breeches. When it was dinner time, they had bubble and squeak. After dinner, they had their dessert. Their dessert was cider bowls. When they finished, they went to bed. That was the Jamestown poem.
Okay, so we're looking for stars right now.
Tim.
Well, even on one of Ian's non-stars last time, relates to this. I actually had the setting was very descriptive. I think at the very beginning, so it gave you lots of information that you needed to know, and that helps you imagine it better and see it the way you want us to see it.
Is that what you were going to say, Ian? I could tell by the way your reaction. So that's great that we had the same feeling among the story, or among your classmates about this story. All right, let's hear some more stars for this wonderful story.
Like you use like more than enough vocabulary words, and I know some people that didn't, but that's a really great story.
Use 10
So you tried to put more in there. So on our rubric, what area of the rubric would they fall for vocabulary usage? Lauren,
Exceeds.
how do you know they would fall into the exceeds category?
Because it says 5 or more and they used a lot.
Did they use them correctly?
Mm-hmm.
What were some of the vocabulary words that they used throughout their story that you heard? Madison? Britches. What are britches? Who knows what britches are? India, what are britches?
Breeches are types of shoes.
Yes, they were a type of pants. Sometimes you still hear people use britches for pants. All right, Kennedy, what was another vocabulary word that you heard?
Pottage.
Pottage. What is pottage? We know these vocabulary words. We know them when we hear them. But we also have to know what they mean. What does pottage mean? Yes, Ansley. Can somebody use pottage in a sentence? Jordan.
I ate pottage for dinner.
All right, let's hear one more word that we heard in their story. Read.